Here we go.
Okay, so take a look at this picture. Let's see if you can remember the name of this amazing sculpture. If you know it, go ahead and say it. Did you say the Great Sphinx? That's the name of it. So you can see that this is the one that has the head of the pharaoh, like a human king, but then it has the body of a big cat. All right, that was our inspiration to make our royal Egyptian cats. Okay, do you remember this sculpture? And what was her name? Say it if you know it. This was Queen Nefertiti. Say it again. All right, and we used some of the beautiful patterns on her crown and down here on her necklace to inspire us when we were making our jewelry and fancy patterns on our royal Egyptian cat. All right, here's another one that I showed you. See if you can say it. Ready, set, say it. This is King Tutankhamun's coffin. And I like this picture because it shows the front and the back. I don't think I've shown you the back yet. So wow, there was even a lot of detail on the back of the coffin as well. Those must have been some amazing artists that created that coffin out of gold. Okay, now I wanted to remind you of the most important river in the area of Egypt. What is that longest river called? Ready, set, say it. If you said the Nile River, good job. There's a picture of it right there. And you can see that right up here in the northern part is where the Great Sphinx is located. Okay, now I'm just going to show you a few new pieces of Egyptian art that I haven't shown you yet. All right, so some of these are from books and some of these are from statues and some of these are things inside of tombs. This one is called Anubis Weighing the Soul of the Scribe Ani, and it's from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. This one is Amun, king of the Egyptian deities, and it's in the form of a ram. Can you tell that it has an animal form here with those beautiful curving horns? And then there's a human figure under his chin. Very interesting. Oh, this one is some pottery. This has some boat designs, like it's going down the river. And you can tell that there's also some humans in there as well. Here is a pyramid. This is the step pyramid of Djoser. And this one would be, of course, all the pyramids were ancient Egyptian tombs for their important kings. This is a picture that was on the wall of a tomb, so it's kind of like a mural. It's called The King with Anubis, Tomb of Haremhab. All right, so notice a couple things here. This figure right here is the god Anubis, and that god had the head that was the shape of an animal. All of these interesting little figures back here, that's how they wrote things. It would be how they told a story. Those were their ancient language, and they were called hieroglyphics. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful photo. That is part of a temple complex. It's the colossal statues of Ramses II. And they're outside the temple entrance in Luxor, Egypt. So you can see there's a figure here and a figure here. So those are statues. Here are some more statues at the Temple of Ramses II. And I just thought those were really interesting because they were kind of carved into the side of the temple. Oh my goodness, those are huge. This is called Colossi of Memnon, and it is at Medinet Habu in Thebes, Egypt. Oh, those look ancient. They look like they're kind of crumbling. They're huge statues of a pharaoh. All right, the last one I'm going to show you right here is one of the scenes that is on paper. This one was copied from a wall in the tomb. So it was originally done as a mural and now it's on paper. It's called the Agricultural Scenes from the Tomb of Nakht. And so just look carefully at all the different details going on there and all the different patterns that you see in these Egyptian artwork. I love this pattern up here at the top, the border that has the circles and the triangles and then the little rectangles underneath. We've seen that over and over again, and it reminds me of the crown on Queen Nefertiti. All right, so those were just some interesting Egyptian artwork pieces that I hadn't shown you yet. I hope you enjoyed looking at those. And now you are going to be keeping an eye out and looking for all things beautiful.